go.
We're here at Elma College. This is the post-game press conference for round one of the 2023 NCAA Division III football tournament. From DePauw University, we have Ethan Lowry and Brett Dietz. Congrats, Coach, congrats on an outstanding season. Do you have an opening statement?
I was proud of our kids playing hard. They've played hard all year. We've come back from two deficits over the last few weeks, and we were able to make those plays. We just didn't make those today. So, unfortunately, we don't get a chance to avenge a loss like a lot of other teams do. But, really proud of this team and what they've done over the course of this year, and especially these seniors pressing this program forward to where we are now.
Team starts off, I think that Alma's leading 22-7 or thereabouts, and after that, essentially, the game is a draw, or it's pretty close. Can you talk about just the mentality of your team? Seemed like you never quit, and the back and forth nature of this game.
Yeah, I mean that's our motto. DePauw never quits. That was coined from Coach Nick in 1981, and we try to live that every day. And we were down 2 scores to Wittenberg, and halfway through the fourth, and came back and won. So we kept fighting, we kept playing. Yeah, and that's just what you do. You have any comments on that?
No, it's just, like you said, it's our mantra. Defense never gave up. No one on the team never gave up. I mean, we have 2 overtime wins. We always want to put ourselves in a situation where we can win. Just didn't do time today.
Ethan, on the sidelines, I thought that you really embodied that or personified that. You were the guy who was vocally firing up your defense, whether you were on the sidelines coming off after getting a stop, or when you guys are going back on the field. Can you talk a little bit about being a vocal leader?
Yeah, so our other captain, Brevin, he got hurt last week against Wabash, and so we all really just wanted to play for him. And throughout the season, I think I've progressed a little bit, being a more vocal leader, but with him being out, I just felt that I really needed to step up and help lead our defense. And I was just telling the guys on the sideline, everything that they get is something that we give them. And it kind of showed in the second half. I mean, I don't know what the exact stats are, but felt like we stopped them pretty much every time except that long 75-yard touchdown or whatnot.
Was Brevin usually the guy who was the vocal guy, and you were kind of taking that mantle?
Yeah, sorry for cutting you
Go
off.
ahead.
No, yeah, Brevin's usually the juice energy guy, and I'm still there, but not as much as him. But yeah. So.
1A, 1B.
Yeah.
Coach, in your pregame, you talked about seeking to frustrate the offense. I think that this was Alma's lowest point total of the season. Do you feel like you were able to do that? Well, this is a question for both of you. Do you feel like you were able to do that in this contest?
Yeah, I mean, the stats are astounding. I mean, they only had 11 first downs. Carter was 10 of 19. That's the lowest probably he's been. I think he's leading the country in passing efficiency. We outgained him. Out time of possession them, out third downed them. Didn't out fourth down them, that's for sure. But it's just a weird game. It's hard when you spot them 6 points to start the game on the first play. I mean, that was we really had to embody DePauw never quits on that one. But that was a tough hit right away. Back last year, we had a big play against Carnegie. They fumbled their kickoff, and we got and scored a couple plays later, and that was a big momentum shift for them, and they kind of battled back. So we tried to embody that and keep going, but it just wasn't our day. So, but yeah, I thought our defense played great for the most part. We knew there were some big play threats, tried to minimize those. They tried a lot of them, and unfortunately they got one. Devin's a great player. They got a lot of great players, but definitely defense settled down in the second half, especially with stopping the run. I mean, that's something we really pride ourselves on, and I thought we did that better in the second half.
Coach, one of the things I thought you guys did well offensively today was just coming back after they would get those quick turn surprise plays or whatever, and then you came back and just put together a real methodical drive. I'm thinking of, they go up not just 6-0, right? They go up 8-0, right?
Yep.
And then you guys, not the next drive, but later in the quarter, 16 plays, 63 yards. I was really impressed by that today.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's something that our offense has been good. Nate's really good at that. Nate's really good at reading the second level, third level, getting the RPOs there, and a couple more when they're spinning over to that backside receiver. We're a little bit better normally at gashing some runs in there. We just weren't able to Gus and Caden weren't able to kind of break through and get that really big one. Our longest run today from one of our running backs was only 9 yards. So that's normally not the case. Normally we're busting through there for 12 and 13, 15-yard gains, and we just weren't able to get that kind of success up the middle there.
Can I ask you guys to just reflect on the year? And Ethan, I don't know if you have another year coming to you somewhere, but 3 Bell wins, 3 consecutive trips to the playoffs. Talk about just what this program has kind of rejuvenated itself into in the last few years.
2 Bell wins.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
2 Bell
2 in the last 3, 3 of the last 4. My bad. Thank you.
This was the plan of the whole program, right? When I was here at DePauw 10 years before I kind of took over as head coach. Followed a couple of great head coaches with, Coach Nick Morosis was still on staff with Bill Lynch, and then Bill Lynch came in. I kind of mentored under him, and so I got to learn a lot of football. And so when I took over and really kind of the pandemic hit a couple months after that, this was kind of, they were the freshman class that came in. So that was that later on that fall was the freshman class that came in right after the pandemic. And so this was our goal. We had a great group of seniors that year with Cam Haynes and those guys. They really kind of set the tone later on that spring, and this was the goal. This was the goal to kind of get the program to this level, and we try to set lofty goals. And our seniors sat there on the first day of camp and then the evening and said, "Hey, we're getting to double-digit wins. We're setting a school record. We're going to try to do something that the school has never done before." We were able to accomplish that. We thought we could get a little bit more. We wanted to get back to the, keep winning in playoff games and keep doing that. We just didn't play our best football today. And but I think this program is, I'm indebted to these seniors and his class of where they put this program, and now we have a new expectation for what we expect in our program, and that's all we can ask for. Now we just got to keep that going and keep recruiting and keep coaching them up, and not that we want to assume, conference champion. That's always going to be a goal for us to win conference championships, but I think the next part of this program is to start winning these playoff games and beat top 15 teams, right? Become a top 15 team, right? Earn the respect of across the country, and not just be in a mode that I think the first year, we're just happy to be there, right? And now none of our guys are just happy to be there. We're going to be expecting to win these games and keep pushing forward. You want to reflect on that?
Yeah, it's been a great 4 years. I remember freshman year, it was only freshmen, sophomores allowed on campus, and so it was just us out there doing practices whenever we could and whatnot. And then second semester, all the upperclassmen came back, and we had 3 spring games, and it was fun. It was the 6 a.m. practices in the winter were a little tough, but memories for sure. And then going into the next year, having a bunch of 5th-year guys come back, I think really helped set the tone of the year. And first year win conference, end up losing the bell to Wabash and whatnot, and then go up the next week, won a playoff game for the first time in school history. And then last year, obviously 9-1, going into the playoffs, won the bell, won the conference outright, and then didn't do what we wanted to do against Carnegie last year. And then this year we set pretty lofty goals as seniors, and we accomplished every one of them except the last one was to ruin Thanksgiving, and we didn't get that done.
We can end on that unless you have anything to add.
No, I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of these guys, and I don't want our performance today to kind of affect what the season was. This is a monumental step for our program and for our season and what these guys set out to do, and to get to 10 wins. And the school's been in 9 wins several times, and to get to 10 is certainly an accomplishment that I don't want to get glossed over on this team. And we got a big junior class. A lot of players have been playing a lot of football for us. Really kind of on both sides of the ball, so especially on defense, the juniors that we have this year. So I know next year's going to have senior goals. We're looking forward to having another opportunity at this game. Thank you.
Thank you for your time, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.